How can I help? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with What's She Up To Now, day 3025. Today we're talking about a bunch of things, learning, and what's the best way to learn. I contend it is by teaching someone. As soon as you're exposed to something new, I like to teach my granddaughters, they're 3 and 5, they're very receptive, the things that I learned, because I know that it's powerful. And I realized when I was talking in Supersize Your Business that I actually learned this by modeling my father. My father worked at 3M his whole career, and he would come home from work because he was exposed as an executive there to all kinds of incredible trainings in addition to products and services, right? But trainings especially. It's where I learned Myers-Briggs. I learned Myers-Briggs, I don't know if it was in grade school or high school, probably high school, because we could read and fill out the forms ourselves. But he brought things like that home to teach us. Can you imagine, and I wish he'd brought home more, where we would all be if our parents had done that for all of us. Now, stories are the best, fastest way to communicate a message, right? So if I can take something that I learned and teach it to someone else via a story, that is probably the most powerful way I can share it. What else is going on? So in Supersize Your Business and Supersize You Annual Challenge, both, I talked about this same subject. Take what you learn and teach it to someone as quickly as possible. Find ways to build that into your business, because that will reinforce learning for you. I realized that I have applied that every decade and every year and probably almost every day of my life since I did learn it from my dad. And I didn't even realize that that's where it came from, but it definitely did now that I remembered that. But I did it in high school in debate. I used that strategy in my college years of working with teams of people to get through our engineering degrees, and in corporate America, as well as in my own businesses, because I know how powerful it is. And it's one of those little things that each and every one of us can do. It doesn't take a ton of time, but it is so powerful to do something like that. And teaching it to another person is awesome. It benefits them. But what it really does, it's like gratitude and hugs. They aren't any good if you keep them. If you give the knowledge and the wisdom away by teaching it to someone else, it actually locks it into you, your brain, your subconscious, and makes it a more powerful tool in your own toolbox. Also working on the 100 and launching our Supersize School, Supersize Your Business School community Friday. Today's only Wednesday. I was going to say tomorrow, but it's only Wednesday. Friday. And by that, I mean I'm sharing it with the world and sharing it with other people. Actually started it last October or so, and then got involved helping one of my friends to grow and build and scale her community. And I ended up not really focusing on mine. I realized we had a lot of spam coming in and things, and I didn't like that. And so I said, no, we're going to revamp things, and we're going to move forward in ways that work. And I've had time to watch and learn from literally hundreds of different communities, what works and what doesn't. And I'm launching it, applications close June 15th, not school specific, but because I work with businesses across different industries, a mastermind for, I would love to see 20 people in there, where we are going to work together to do some things to take our businesses and get us out of the middle of them. I don't know about you, but I was so in the middle and the bottleneck in my businesses for so long that I actually had a sudden cardiac arrest. Took a little bit of a break, which was probably the first break of vacation I'd actually taken where I didn't work because I was in a coma in my entire life, much to my kids' dismay. So obviously that didn't stick, and I had more to do, which is part of what I'm here to do with our community on the school platform. I love the school platform. I'm in the process of moving everything that I do onto that platform. That's how much I believe in it, and that's how powerful it is in terms of me being able to do what I love to do, and that's help other people to grow and scale and supersize their businesses all in one place. All right, if I can help you in any way, please ask. It's why I started with that today. How can I help? I usually end my calls with how can I help, but seriously, how can I help? Sometimes we just have one little thing that we're stumbling over or tripping over, and usually it's just right in front of our face, but we've got these blinders on and we can't even see it. But if we formulate the question and ask someone else, interesting, those blinders dissolve, and all of a sudden we know exactly what to do next. All right, have an amazing day, and I will of course be with you tomorrow.